Do you know what, Hector? I think you should have a DIY TV show. You look like a man that's...
Gary Shandling.
Yeah, I mean, you need a tool belt with your outfit there.
Yes.
And a pair of workman
Fix it
boots.
with Hector.
I'd love to turn at the end of the
and
show.
And a pencil on your ear.
Thanks for that, John. Next week, we'll be fixing the back axle on a cavity shaft on the back of a tractor. Join us then.
I think that this is a
Oh, wow.
I'd like to be on.
I'd
I'd like to be on Quest or one of those on Channel 144.
Or you know where they go in and do up a house
Chasing
for
classic
like 24
tractors.
hours.
I think you'd be on an adult babe station, and where your one is there in the tattoos and the dress,
He'd be with
and she's
measuring
looking
tapes.
bored trying to get you to phone her. You could be in the background, just
Putting in a new window.
fixing trucks, and opening manhole covers, and
This week on Chasing Classic,
Using a spirit
this
level.
week on Fixing Things with Hector, we're off in Durrow to meet a man who's got a Honda 50 that he hasn't started since 1973, aren't we, Chris?
and then
Yeah.
Charlene is there in the fucking in their
Washing
half,
it
in
with
her
her
half
boobs.
nip, going, "What you call me? Call me.
I would love to do.
Your dreams come true. Just call me."
I'd love to do a piss take of House Hunters in the Sun, because if you ever watch it, and they're all, how much is your budget? Well, we've £40,000, and they're out in Blackpool, and they're out in Tenerife, and they want to buy a place for 40 grand. Do you ever say,
yeah.
oh, this is lovely, and it's not lovely?
No, I think more of a DIY, doing up your house, you coming in,
rugged.
pulling out the sink and putting in new cupboards, and I think that's a
With
I
some
think-
young one in the front of the picture.
Yes,
going,
Tommy,
you
and
don't.
she's there. Call this number now, 1-800
I could be
53.
yeah, but just fixing things. Today we're going to put.
Why?
Today,
It can't be
do you
just
have?
fixing things. You have to have a stripper there as well.
why?
Because what you're doing there is you're inventing a new type of television show. In that there are already shows with fellas fixing things, and there are already
yeah.
Okay, so here's
shows
one.
with strippers, but no one has put the two together.
Oh, yes.
Okay,
if
so
you
the
working
I have a
in
new name for the
garage-
show. It's called Groundworks with Hector. So there's a stripper who drives a big truck full of 804, 16 ton of 804.
No,
builder's
she'd
fill.
be outside, like washing the windows or
This
something.
week we're putting in 2 ton of 804 into John's back garden. How you, John? Back it in, and the stripper drives the Hino. Is that it?
No, it's just whatever you're doing, there's a stripper somewhere in the shot.
Not related to the actual act.
Yeah, she's not connected to the. It's the collision of two opposites.
You know when they put a little, when you're watching Emmerdale at
And
4
can I be
o'clock
fit-
in the morning and there's a sign language.
That's
you know,
exactly it.
yeah.
You're the person who does the sign language.
So she's in the corner just
she's
doing her own thing.
She's stripping up in the
She's-
corner.
yeah, and
So we're
she's-
getting a double whammy. We're getting a fixing things
She's
and
just
stripping.
minute over in the corner.
Fix and
you're
strip with Hector.
They were great television shows.
Stripping kitchens with Hector.
Stripping kitchens. That's it. Stripping kitchens.
Today we're going to show you how to put a little bit of Formica hardwood at the back of this, aren't we, Jess?
And Donna is going to be stripping.
Yeah, and she'd be there just...
It could be stripping kitchens,
That's it.
stripping gardens, stripping houses, stripping patios.
Join us next week for stripping hedges. Yeah, it's brilliant. Absolutely perfect. Stripping farms, stripping sheds, stripping kitchens. Kitchens is the best one.
Stripping edges.
Stripping bathrooms be perfect. So she could be in the shower while you're fixing the bath.
Join me next week on Stripping on Sweets.
Absolutely brilliant.
And Clive could be there with me. And we'd
Clive
have
and Noel could be your researchers.
all the machines in the world.
Yeah, they come in and do all the heavy duty work while you're keeping an eye on Jess down in the corner.
Why don't you phone me?
Babe Station has sort of died a death now, hasn't it,
Phone me,
really?
just give me a call.
Babe Station used to be massive.
I'm so bored. I'm really bored.
Call me 8100 9100 715.
I'm just looking for a bit of fun. I'm so bored.
Your credit card. 041. So many Irish lads. 0044
I think there should be Irish ones doing that. We should have our own version of Babe Station, like an Irish version.
Women getting dressed.
Making breakfast.
Reverse it. Women getting. So what you see?
She's getting dressed and then she goes down and makes a sausage sandwich.
And she puts putting the ketchup on it and
yes.
ripping some onions over it, yeah.
Yeah, but imagine it's all
Do you
reversed.
want any shirts ironed?
Imagine instead of taking off the suspenders, she's putting on the tights.
A fine
Big
big,
tight, pull them up above her belly button.
Big brown pair of tights up over her gusset.
a big hefty woman making you sandwiches.
And instead of seeing the bra pop off, she's just fiddling at the back, putting it on.
putting on an
Bras
apron.
the size of hats.
And then she puts a big woolly sock on a tracksuit bottoms.
That'd be perfect.
Put on the kettle.
Call me, call.
I love the way she's doing domestic duties. Like,
Perfect.
Yeah, you've it all sorted.
Do you want to ask me a question you were saying before we interrupt?
I was going to ask you, who are we or what we're doing here or who really we are, but after that conversation, I've no interest.